he's just a perfect person for the band world.
He's become something almost like a father figure in a way.
I would not be where I am now without him.
I was at the school board meeting the night that the superintendent announced that we just hired a new band director by the name of Omar Tawil. I had no idea what to expect.
I was blessed to be one of his very, very first beginning band students in 1992. He set me on a path that led to professional excellence, that led to excellence in my life in so many other ways. But the other thing that he did was he taught me about community. He taught me about how to respect others, something that was difficult for me as a kid and really helped me as an adult when I became a director years later.
Just today, we had people from Virginia, we had people from Florida, we had people from Washington. We have, I think, 5 different band directors on the stage. Each of those band directors have taught multiple students and worked with different organizations and taken the things that he helped them learn and pass that on to different programs in different cities and different parts of the world.
32 years is nothing to sneeze at. It's hard to believe. I was at his very, very first concert, and here I am at his very last.
If I was going to say anything to those students that came or those former members that came, it's just overwhelming that I didn't realize that, okay, I had that big of an impact on you, and it's just a high honor for me to get to conduct you and us to reconnect and to see you and to know you and to see where you are and what you've done and who you are now. And I'm just thankful that you chose to do this because you worked hard to do it. Thank you for letting me get to be a part of what you did for me.
Thank you for believing in a young man who didn't believe in himself. For finding the best in people who didn't know they had that ability in them. And giving us an opportunity to be a part of a community of music, community of West Fork, and one that is here tonight still making music even now after the concert's over. Thank you for that lasting legacy.
There's rarely anything you can do in a lot of situations where you're just like, that's a cool idea, let's just do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've been friends for a very long time.
We've known each other since, I think, the 3rd grade or so.
And we've just grown up together, essentially.
Do you want to play it a little?
I mean, I'm just not as good as you, man.
Okay, fair enough.
We love games. I mean, we just love playing games. Our interest in games has always been very high. We always love talking about them, playing them together as a group. I mean, it's just one of our favorite things to do.
It's boss battle. We've always played games together, and we've always loved video games, and I always wanted to make video games specifically.
The game was created because of Technology Student Association. Me and Jack have been doing this for around 3 years. So we've made 3 different set of games, and we always come together and do the same set of roles. So he takes care of the coding and the art.
If we go to the animator, there's this big web, which is gross and disgusting, and I hate it. But it's also my only option, so that's fine.
And I take care of the music production and the sound design, do a lot of live recording of sounds. Anything that's metallic was probably me dropping a fork on the table or something. I think one of my favorite sounds I created was the death sound.
Every aspect of the design has been thoroughly built by the 2 of us, and the 2 of us working together.
There's no stock assets here. It's all made by us. I think that results in a really good collaborative project for both of us because we both get to express our artistic skills in a lot of ways. He's very passionate about art and coding. I'm very passionate about music and sound design.
And it's been, I think, a really strengthening experience just in our friendship. Not that it was lacking otherwise. He's my best friend. We've gone first place in state for the past 3 years, and then this latest year, we got first in state, and then we went on to nationals. There are 5 teams from every state who compete, and we ended up getting 5th place in the nation, which is pretty huge. that was the result of hundreds of hours of work on both me and Carter's part. This whole scene here is probably like 7 or 8 hours of work.
We are very, very proud of ourselves for doing that. Although, I mean, that's not really the reason why we do it.
You know, no matter if we won or not, we made this game. We spent so long on it, and it's a finished product. We're gonna publish it to Steam. Like, nothing about the game is about winning. Like, we did end up winning 5th, but even if we didn't, it clicked with me that it doesn't matter.
Our passion for the game isn't really deeply rooted in the competition side of it, it's just in the artistic side of it.
And I think of this taught me that I can make games, and that's something that I can pursue in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural game of your Fort Smith Marshals.
We're at Crowder Field and we're the Marshals, and it's opening day for us, so we're looking forward to a great season. We got a great group of guys, a lot of talent here. You know, summer ball, you come in and you don't really know any of the guys, and then you're best friends in 2 weeks, you know. It's really cool to come from different towns and different states and different countries even. And you do things a different way, but we all do the same thing on the field.
I think it's great to have players from all over to come in. I want to see what kind of talent we've got. We're excited about, hopefully this thing kicks off and we get to build a stadium and, you know, have season tickets and have some entertainment in Fort Smith. We go actually to the Naturals games here, you know, in Northwest Arkansas, so I'm excited about having a team here local.
Now batting for your Fort Smith Marshal.
With this, there's more and more fans, and they added on a lot here, and we're signing autographs and doing interviews and stuff, so it's more of a professional experience for us. And so the fans are gonna love it. It's a great experience. We got bouncy houses for the kids. We got food trucks out here, and got some really good baseball in the hometown, so hopefully we get more and more as we go.
Yeah, you don't really see this in regular college baseball, so it's kind of fun. I'm not from here, but I feel like it's able to pull the community together and like just bring like a different kind of energy to like the field, and it's like the fans and everybody else just coming together. It's really nice.
I think it's going to bring a lot of revenue. I think it's going to bring a lot of people together. I think it's going to bring a lot of, you know, I mean, just it's good for the town to have people coming in and things to do, and you know, there's not a lot to do here, I don't feel like sometimes. And it's good to have something like this, a family-friendly deal to go to. I just hope that, like I said, we can get some expansion, build a stadium down by the river, and have more things to do downtown. We're going to see how this goes, and we'll probably buy season tickets before it's over with.
I don't think I played in front of a crowd this big. I know there's still people filing in, but we got quite a few people here, and so hopefully we can perform and show the crowd what we're all about.
Exactly, yep.
Go Marshals!
Go Marshals!
The Marshals.
One, two, three, four.
We are here at Neighbor Night, and Neighbor Night is really just a free block party. It's so fun. We invite the whole community to come and eat for free.
Hi guys, how are you?
Tonight we're having pupusas with pork and beans and cheese, and quesadillas with chicken and cheese.
That's how many people have come through already. That's 110 meals we've served already.
It's to support each other, come out, meet a friend, be a friend, and if they have resources that they're needing, we have people that we can hook them up with, and we just are on the same level as everybody else. So that's what I love. And we've got regulars coming every week, which is awesome.
And we've been coming for about the last 4 months. We come up here for the free food and the love and the joy and just the community getting together.
Good bean footage.
The food is really good down here. It's worth coming down for because you would pay, you know, an arm and a leg for that in a restaurant. The kids enjoy it. They enjoy meeting other kids and seeing their kids from school, you know, their friends, and the people are just awesome, you know. The people that serve and the people that come down here are awesome too, you know. And we just enjoy it and love it.
Thank you so much.
My entire life I've worked in food. I've seen how much product goes to waste, and I've also seen how many people need free food. So it's just been one of those things where, you know, being able to do this It's just so nice knowing that it doesn't really exist in the food industry world.
We have 225.
I think we undervalue the importance of connection in Northwest Arkansas. We don't realize that so many people don't have somebody to call them by name or to hear their stories.
And it's a lot more than just giving somebody a free meal. I mean, you can think people can be hungry, but people can also be missing just community and someone in their life to share a conversation with and be able to smile with.
I'm here currently at the Walmart amp, and it's not too much going on right now. Still clear skies here, not rain just yet, but they do have a lot of people rolling in, starting to roll in, trying to get here to beat the crowd.
Crews have been on the ground here at Mark Recycling for more than 5 hours now. I'm actually going to step off camera so you can get a look at kind of what the scene is looking like here. Just about 30 minutes ago, we received an update from Rogers Fire. They say they believe they now have the fire contained to a manageable area, but that it will likely continue burning for the next couple of days.
Walk with me this way, if you will. Come on down the road here. We're just going to make our way. Look how long this line is. I got the hard job. I told Lauren I'm going to walk backwards. She's walking forward. The line just keeps going on and going and going and going and going and going. How's that ice cream cone?
It's wonderful.
It is pretty good, huh?
It is.
It is really good.
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue is a very fun event, and as Doug mentioned, it kicked off today here in downtown Rogers and will be running through Saturday, and there's fun for the whole family here. But I'm not alone. I'm here with KNWA reporter Kylie Neal, and Kylie, we roared in maybe about an hour and a half ago, and there's so much to see here.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Between the music that's going on right across the way here and the trains, I feel like a lot of people are still kind of strolling by here right past the Harley-Davidson.
Sheena Goodhart lives up to the name.
I think if I can give, if I can help, I should. I think that, in this country we're blessed too much.
Reflecting on her calling to serve, she swipes through photos from past mission trips.
This is the well. It was hand dug.
To places that don't have the luxuries found in Northwest Arkansas.
Most of them don't even have shoes. You know, they're just wrapped up in whatever they can find or whatever they're given.
She comes across a picture of a child she says she sponsored through Second Milk.
This is the one that I support.
Based in Springdale, the nonprofit provides formula for babies here in Malawi in southeastern Africa, journalist Golda Matanga's home country.
Malawi is one of the least developed countries in the world. So that means a lot of people are very poor, and there are a lot of children who are in dire need of support.
So Second Milk's founder, Jason Carney, set out to share Northwest Arkansas's blessings with Malawi.
We decided to start Second Milk to be able to provide for those babies that were most vulnerable.
Here he is speaking to a KNWA news crew in 2018.
To think about the forgotten child and those children that are living in Africa that don't have access to nutrition and the things that our children here in America have. And so if we're not helping, who's going to do that?
He found a whole community here willing to pitch in, raising millions of dollars to buy baby formula, chickens, and pay for private education for the orphans. Goodhart says she gave Second Milk more than $4,000, culminating in a mission trip with the organization.
And I really was just like, you know, if God wants me to go, I'll be able to raise this, and if not, then I won't. And so that's just where my focus was.
But that money might not have gone where she had expected. KNWA News uncovered court documents that show the U.S. State Department's investigating Second Milk for wire fraud. In a search warrant affidavit, investigators laid out evidence that Second Milk was, quote, grossly exaggerating its work in Malawi while trying to solicit large donations. They said Carney sent this request to a business, claiming Second Milk feeds over 1,000 orphans each day while requesting up to $60,000 to buy and transport a container of formula. Goodhart says on her mission trip, they didn't serve anywhere near that amount of kids.
I would say 30 or 40 per village for those 3 days.
Plus, work at Second Milk's distribution center.
I'm still going to say maybe about 50.
Other witnesses told investigators the same thing. The affidavit cites Second Milk employees and volunteers saying the numbers are grossly exaggerated, with estimates that it feeds 70 children per day, far from the 1,000 a day that Carney was claiming. Social media posts say Second Milk raised money with galas and events offering guest speakers like Danielle Musselman, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, even former football star Tim Tebow. Schools also held fundraisers for Second Milk.
They are working on raising money
money for Second Milk.
Like these Springdale kids hoping to help other children they say they learned about through the carnies.
And she showed us pictures and a video and a slideshow of all those babies in Malawi.
KNWA has found at least 3 different schools in Northwest Arkansas that have helped raise money for Second Milk. A community buying in to help others halfway around the world. Tax documents show Second Milk raised $2.3 million since 2016. Goodhart says she saw Second Milk's work firsthand on her mission trip.
When you got there, you were busy. You were busy and you were just surrounded by so many kids and babies, and a lot of the team would take time to hold the babies and actually feed them.
But how many children were they helping? We asked Matanga, the investigations director for the Platform for Investigative Journalism in Malawi, and a member of the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists with bylines in the New York Times, Financial Times, and other publications.
And what we are seeing on the ground is contrary to what Second Milk has been claiming.
Matanga says he sent a team of reporters to Nsundwe, a small tobacco-growing town where Second Milk claimed to operate.
People there told him Second Milk hasn't been there since 2020, although social media posts do show Second Milk volunteers in villages more recently.
Matanga's reporters say they didn't see a chicken house, and that private education, they were told this was Second Milk's contribution to education, a chalkboard placed on the outside of a dilapidated building. They
did not establish any schools, as you might anticipate from an organization that is raising a lot of funds to on the claim that they are supporting private education in Malawi.
Tax forms dating back to 2016 show that over the years, Second Milk spends the vast majority of its funding on formula and supplies, $1.9 million out of the $2.3 million it raised. The same forms show very little going to Carney in the form of a salary, just $77,000 over a 6-year period.
Investigators say, in reality, hundreds of thousands of dollars were transferred from Second Milk accounts into Jason Carney and his wife Lacey Carney's personal credit and checking accounts.
Instead of investing in the villages stricken with poverty, that money allegedly helped the Carneys live a life of luxury.
Going to accounts that were used to pay for the mortgage on their 3,100 square foot home, vehicles in watercraft, a helicopter tour of Vegas, a flight to Cancun, even a big game hunting trip. In total, investigators found over $1 million in Second Milk spending that they believe went to personal expenses, is suspicious, or cash withdrawals that are currently unexplained.
Back home in Arkansas, Goodhart says she's still supporting mission work.
They don't have much at all when it comes to the things that we have. We're so spoiled.
She wants her children to carry on the charge.
We need to give to those that don't have those opportunities. And I want my children to know that that's so important. If you can help someone, help someone.
She says it just won't be through Second Milk.